G'day Al, Hayden here from Pacific Toyota. Mate, just want to run over this Prado Kakadu with you. Mate, just before I do, Pacific Toyota, we actually run one of the largest pre-owned vehicle operations under the Toyota banner in Queensland. Mate, we run 2 premium yards. We also have flexible finance options with Toyota Financial Services. Toyota Financial Services is actually the largest automotive financier in Australia. Just over to our left here and behind me, we've got our brand new Toyota dealership that was built and completed in June of 17. They produce anywhere between 130 to 155 vehicles a month, and then you've got our Lexus of Cairns dealership just there, as well as our service centre being the largest service centre in Cairns itself. Mate, just back to this Prado Kakadu. So there's a lot to go over on a Prado Kakadu. There's a lot in them. I'm originally from New Cars, so my knowledge is fairly up to speed. So I just want to run over this vehicle, show you the condition that it's in, and go from there. Mate, so as you can see, I'm just going to come around the bumpers. We have had a bit of rain here, but if I'm just looking for marks myself. I'll point out any. There's something looks like just a bit of bug splatter there. So just coming through. So you got the front sensors on the Prado Kakadu being the top of the range model. They're accompanied by the rears, which I'll show you. On top of that as well, you've got your bi-LEDs, so LED lens, which is your main low beam, and then you've got your reflector lens being your high beam just in here as well, for your high beam. So really clear, good, transparent light. This little mechanism just here, basically it comes up, shoots water onto your headlights to make sure that the projector lens can obviously be as clear as possible at putting light onto the road. Because it's the Kakadu, it's got the lighter grey tinge through here where the GXL and that run a black tinge, so this makes it look more modern, more appealing. As well as that, you got the Toyota badge just here. The reason it's in a gel casing with the Prados now is because that is actually a sensor, being a millimetre wave sensor, for your adaptive cruise control and pre-collision safety control system. That basically ties in with the little camera up here, which will measure the size of the object, where this one here measures the distance and the speed in which it's approaching. This one just here is your little front camera for your round view. So when I get in the car, I'll be able to show you that, but that's just where it's located. So I'm just going to try and go over the front of the bonnet, but being that it's only done 11,000 Ks, there's very minimal marks on the vehicle. But like I said, I'll point them out to you. Obviously the vehicle is wet, so I'm just trying to point anything out, but mate, it's, like I said, all in very good condition. So really well looked after. It's a credit to the previous owner. I actually believe it was part of the Toyota Australia team that used to own this vehicle. So you can guarantee it was looked after really well. But no dents or scratches. There is actually, looks like a little one just here, which you can see. So that one there, from perspective of size, obviously not very big, but just wanted to show you. So just coming around down there. Now front tyres, so plenty of tread on there, as you can see. You can definitely see because there's a couple of rocks in there which will just get out. Chassis itself, so really clean, like brand new. Obviously it isn't, but like new. Alloys itself, no bumps or bruises or scuffs, which is really good. There is a feather just here which I'll take off. But all in all, really good quality, really well looked after. Just coming up to your side mirrors. So underneath your side mirror here, that's where you'll find your other camera, which sits just in here, as you can see. So they tie in to make up your round view cameras just there. So all up on the pillar there, so no bumps or bruises or scratches. A common place where you usually will find a few little scratches in around the fingernails, through the door handle, which as you can see just in there, very minor, but to be expected and standard. Just a little bit of a bruise just through here, nothing too major. I can always speak to management with that one for you if that is something that you're worried about, but that's probably the biggest mark that I've seen on the car, which is just that one there. And in perspective, I'll just stand back. So as you can see, it's probably about 3 inches long, maybe 4. Okay, so I'm just going to come on through down, so side steps. So under here there's actually lighting, being the Kakadu model, so that way it's basically a puddle lamp, so you step out of the vehicle and there is a puddle, you can see it. Because it's the Kakadu, you also have the silver lining on the side step. Mate, just coming through the back door now, so no real bumps or bruises on anything. Just trying to show you all the quality of the vehicle and just be as transparent as possible. Mate, the door card, really well looked after. Like I said, I'm pretty much showing you a brand new car. It's a credit to the previous Toyota owner. Got the the nice wood grain. This little silver trimming is all part of the Kakadu model, so it all ties in aesthetically. Looks very appealing. Got the carpet floor mats in it as standard. Got the service book there, which I'll run over shortly, but your leather perforated seats with the white stitching, or grey stitching I should say, and you got the electric seats there as well. So you've got your compliance plates in it there. So this is a January complied vehicle, being a January built and complied vehicle there. So that's very good, being a full 19 plate. Door card for the rear. So all in all, really well looked after. Okay. On the inside here, because of the leather, they've put actually a harder plastic for better wear on the back of the seats. So that way if you did have any kids or anyone in the back and they were to knock with their knees or feet, it just prevents the leather from being marked there. The rear seats itself, so perforated as well and heated in your outer two seats. So this just here has the heated back, bottom and lower back, the same with the other side as well. That box there is just your headphones. So as you can see, they're all in their packaging, being really well looked after. So you guys can see all that through there. It's nice and easy as well if you need to get people in and out of the back. It's just a matter of one motion and it happens like that. They step up on the little step that's just here, and then they'll jump into the third row. So that's all that there, nice and easy. I'm just going to come around the side here. So as you can see, all the paint panels. Being a dark car, I try to show you as much as possible. So there's a little bit of a scuff just here. In perspective, I'll just stand back, so that's just above the rear tyre. Once again, tread's perfect, really well looked after. No scuffs around the rims. And in around that chassis, as you can see, it's never been off-road. Really well looked after. Fuel cap on the rear. Left-hand side, benefit of that is if you ever do run out of fuel, you can, fill up and not have to dodge traffic at the same time. Round to the boot of the car, so obviously it's got a spare wheel on the back here. The spare wheel's where your rear camera lives, so just in here, which is nice and easy. It's tucked away and practical. Mate, you've got keyless entry on 3 doors, being the front 2 doors and your boot. So you got a little button on the side here which will tell you to lock and unlock. So as long as the key's in your pocket, you can do. So all nice and easy. You can see your rear sensors here as well. Okay, just open the back door. So on the back door, you've got extra storage on this side here. This one here is where your jack and tools and everything live. And then your bottle jack actually lives in the car itself, just over here. All tucked away just below the mini subwoofer that we have in the back for the 10-speaker JBL system. With the rear seats, I'm just going to pull this cargo blind out. That obviously normally lives in the car, or 9 times out of 10 in the garage. So with this here, you've got a button on the side for your for your 7 seats. So basically you just press that one there, seat will come up like so. It's just a matter of waiting for it to get to where it needs to be. Once that's come up, you've then got the base that will come out as well, just like so. And that sits there just like that. So the only thing you have to do manually is the little headrest just there like that. So you can basically, they're 50-50 in the boot, so if you want 50% space and an extra seat to make it a 6-seater, you can do and still have plenty of practicality. So I'll just pop that back down like so. Perfect, nice and easy. As you can see, the DVD player there as well. Okay, let's pop this cargo blind back in. You've also got a lockable strut on this, so if you're on a hill, basically to stop the door from closing in on yourself or the kids or anything like that, you can lock that. Got the Kakadu badging there. Just come around the back corner, show you if there's any marks or anything, so nothing major. There is that mark there, but that comes off. So that's nice and easy through there. So there's a few little marks just through here as well. Nothing too major. All nice and easy. And then you've got no scuffs on the rims just here. Okay. Rear door as well. Just trying to see if there's any marks, but nothing too major. Pretty standard. There's a little one just there, if you can see that through video. And a few little marks just through here. Most of them are coming off. Okay, into the back seats. So door trim on this side. Once again, really good condition. All through there, and you got the rear carpet floor mats as well. Rear seats, and you can see the remote there for the DVD player that's sitting just above. Okie dokie, well, I'll just come around to the front door. So as you can see, really good quality. No real bumps and bruises on the vehicle. There's a slight little, it looks like it's coming off, so that's nice and easy. So all in all, really good condition. Like I said, it's a really good compliment to the previous owner. Really taking care of it, especially being a dark coloured vehicle, being a little bit harder maintenance-wise. They've done really well. So you got your memory seating just here as well. And then you've got your windows through there being all auto, up and down, and your lock and window lock just there as well. Through here you've got your mirror adjusters, your start button. That's the illumination, because you have basically interior lights that sit underneath here. So on your door trims, so that's basically to adjust the brightness on that through here as well. Okay, I'll just jump in the car and sort of run over some of the technology that's in it. There is a lot in the Prado Kakadus, obviously, which is what is expected being a top-of-the-range vehicle. Another cool thing that I'll show you is the steering wheel. So when you turn the car on and off, I'll just see if I can get a wide angle there. So if you press the power button, you'll see the steering wheel's just moved. So when you set a memory seating, they'll actually include your steering wheel. So that will go to how you like it as well. Okay, inside here you've got your touchscreen display. So this works with your satellite navigation system that's in it, Bluetooth connectivity, any of your text messaging. Obviously I don't have a phone connected, so I can't get into it, but with your phone, if you receive a text message, it'll come up on the screen here. Do you want this text message read out? If you say yes, the car will actually use its robot voice and read that message out to you, making it nice and easy. Just down here, climate control. So vehicle runs a tri-zone climate control system in it. So you got 1 being the driver, 2 being the passenger, 3 being the rear. And that's basically all controlled through the front. So all you do is basically hit the rear button. That allows you to turn your rear aircon on. If you put that on auto, that will then work or coincide with the driver. If you have it on dual, obviously each zone going to have its own temperature and whatnot through there. It also runs a Denso air conditioning system, which is very reliable. It's the best that you can get on the market, and Toyota have taken that up. Down here you've got sort of an off-road comfort system here. So you've got basically these 2 buttons down here which will work with ride height, so you can adjust that should you want to put a trailer on or off. Once you get above 15 k's now, it will go back to its neutral, just because it's a good cruising height and is better for ride quality. So basically with that you'll adjust how smooth it is, how firm you want the suspension, because it's rear airbagged, all through these controls here. You then got multi-terrain, select or crawl control. They will work with your 4-drive system just here. So basically what will happen is those buttons there, you turn that on, this one will adjust the speed of the car, and basically it'll work out the best way to find traction. So all you really have to do is steering. Once you've got that activated, the screen will actually come up with your front camera, and then the front camera can sort of direct you or show you where to go and where not to go, especially if you're doing some really undulating hills. So that's all that through there. So down here is where I was talking about for your Eco, Comfort, Normal or Sports Plus. So not only will that change the suspension, it'll also adjust your power delivery, throttle response and stuff like that. Just down here, you've got your AC, so make it cold. AC seat. Oh, so when I say AC, I mean it shouldn't be say it properly. It's air-conditioned seats, which blow air through your perforated seats just here. So basically, you've got cold air through here, warm air through this side. So if you want to play a prank on your passenger, just put on the hot air and see how long it takes them to figure it out. 12-volt power supply, USB and auxiliary all through there. So nice and easy, and because it's the Kakadu, you do have your lovely cooler box slash fridge in there, which even after just a short time I've had this on, that's nice and cold through there. On your steering wheel, so this runs the Toyota Safety Sense system, so you got your lane departure alert just here, and your cruise control. Now this is adaptive cruise control, so this little section here will adjust the speed, and where this button here will adjust the distance from the car in front. I'll just see if it comes up on the screen. So yeah, by pressing that button, you'll get the 3 little bars. So basically, the 1 bar is 2 seconds from the car in front, 2 bars is 3.5, and then you go out to about 5 seconds for 3 bars just through there. You also got blind spot monitoring, which is what the BSM stands for there. What that means is on your side mirrors, there's actually a little symbol. And I'll just show you. So this symbol here will, if you can see it, you see that on there? Sort of. Basically that symbol will light up orange if someone's in the blind spot, and that way you'll be able to know, okay, I better look through the mirror a bit better, and then you'll see that car that's there. What else we got in here? Now lane departure alert as well. That one lives just next to the adaptive cruise control adjuster. So that one, if you're going over a white line above 50 k's an hour, it'll beep at you and say, hey, come back into your lane. So it's just, once again, part of the safety system that works with the pre-collision safety control. So that's pretty much a good overview of the inside of the vehicle. What I'll do is I'll just now open the bonnet, show you underneath there. That's a good way to tell whether a car's ever been off-road or not, so I'll just do that now. Once again, let's give you more of a wide-angle look of the interior through there. Okay, so just under the bonnet here, so as you can see, it's pretty much like a brand new car. You can see all the way back to the firewall just through there, and you know, it's very clean, very well looked after. Got your extra place for a second battery if you want to do any off-roading or camping. Once again, just like I said, it's like new, it's that clean under here. That's everything through there. See your fuel filter, power steering, all through there. Perfect. Well, I'll do one last wide angle view around the vehicle. So you can see pricing was, what was it, 82,990. We've got it to 77,990. So I'm just going to do one last walk around. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I know the video was a little bit long. Appreciate you watching, mate. Any questions, feel free to give me a call. Like I said, it's mate, it's quite easy for me to get this car to Brisbane for you, should you be happy with it and its condition. Actually, one last thing before you go is I'll just quickly show you the service book. Because of its kilometres, it's only needed one service, and that was done through Mike Carney Toyota in Townsville, which you can see just there. So service history is all up to speed. Too easy. Well, thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you soon.